Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to learn how to make our designs using gradients and patterns. So let's get started. First, let's talk about gradients. A gradient is when one color slowly changes into another color. To apply gradients, you start by selecting any shape. So we go to our shape tool in the tools bar. Then we select the rectangle tool and we draw a rectangle here like this. Then when you're done drawing the rectangle, you go to the gradients panel, Here, if you don't have the gradients panel, you go to Windows. On the control panel, you go to Windows, then you look for gradient, or you click Ctrl F9. Since I already have it here, so when I click on my shape and click on gradients here, you will see that my shape has changed its color into gradient color, that is black going on to white. So we can edit our gradients by double clicking on these circles here like this. So they will bring the color swatches, and then we can choose our colors that we want. I'm going to choose this one. Then again, I also go on this one, double click on it, and then choose my other color. So I can always add other colors within my gradient. You see that plus sign on my arrow. So when I click like this, it is going to give me this orange color that I already had. So when I double click, I can also change this color. So you see, and I can always slide depending on which color I want to be dominant. Let's try to put this in the middle like that. Yeah, so you can still come here on your gradient slider, and when you see that plus sign on your arrow, you click, then you can always add any other color that you want. But let me delete this because this already looks beautiful. Let me remove the stroke. We don't need it. So you can change your gradient shape to linear. It is already in linear or radial, like that. And you can change its angle to either 45 or let's say 90. I think for radial you may not see the changes, but when I go to linear and then I do 45, you will see that it has changed its direction. When I do, let's say 65, you see, when I do, okay, let's say 90, you see, and when I do, let's say 180, you see. So this one is for changing your angles, and this one is for changing to linear or radial gradient. And if you want to reduce on the opacity of any color, you click on that color, then you come here, and then you reduce its opacity like that. You can even put it up to 0 like that, and it will not be seen. So let us bring it back to 100. You can also change the location of your gradient like that, but it's usually better when you just slide them like this. So now I'm going to show you how to use the freeform gradient, because it's different from linear and radial. So again, I'm going to go to my shape tool. I select the rectangle, and then I come here like this. Don't worry if it is giving me the same color. So when I go to my freeform gradient, what freeform gradient does, it is going to change my color. Okay, it does not change my color, but it helps us to customize our gradients the way we want. I'm going to give you an example. So when I click on this pointer, and when I click on this pointer like this, and I put green, and let's say I double click on this pointer, I give it yellow, and I double click on this one, and I give it another shade of green. Let me give it this shade of green. So you can move these pointers around by clicking on them and moving them around like this, so that you create maybe a beautiful kind of gradient customized to your liking, like that. I can also, let us put this one back. I can also, in case I want this to repeat itself, I can click on it like this, then I bring it here too, or I click this one on it like this, then I bring it to this corner. So, or I click on my green color. When the circle is highlighted, I'll bring it to this corner like that. So I can move my colors around like this to create a custom gradient like that. So you can always create your own gradients that you want using the freeform, because it gives you the ability to add as many gradients as you want and move them in a way that you want. Now, let's say you want to save your gradients and you want to use it, you want to use them maybe next time. So this one, you can just click on it, then you go to this panel, to the swatches panel, then you click add. It's a new gradients swatch, so you can just say Kings. You can give it any name, so I've just given it that. So you see our gradient has been saved. Now for the freeform, what I realize is that you have to fill it on the whole artboard for you to be able to save it, and this is how you do it. Let us first delete this, and then we bring it here and make sure it fills the whole artboard. Then I'm going to just drag it, and voila, there it is. So in case I want to draw something and I want to give it my freeform gradient that I created, I just come to the swatches panel and click on it like this, and then there it is. So that is it about gradients. Now let's go to patterns. Patterns are designs that repeat over and over. So they're like stripes, dots, or different shapes. To create a pattern, you start by drawing a simple shape or design. So I'm going to draw a simple shape like this. I'm going to draw from my corner like this. And instead of it having fill, I'm going to remove the fill. I'm going to remove the fill color. And then I'm going to give it, let's say, this deep red here, stroke. Okay? So you have given it a stroke. So after drawing my shape that I want, or a design that I want, I'll go to object, and then I'll go to pattern, and then I choose make. So you see it has made my pattern, but you can always edit it according to the way you want. You can edit the width. Let's say if you want the width to be like 1, yes, and then we want this to be like let us first watch that one and we see. Okay, now let's leave it at 1.5. No, I want them to be a little separate, so let me put it at 2. 2 points. Yeah, I want it to be like that. So I can also increase on the number of copies that I want. Let us do 9. Then I can also increase on the, yeah, you can also change it. You can leave it on grid, or you can change it to any tile type that you want. So you can say brick by row, and then it will do that. Then you go to brick by column. It has created a very beautiful pattern. I think I'm going to go with this pattern. Hex by column, you see? Wow, that is beautiful. Hex by row, not so good. Let's go to brick by column. So brick offset is 1.5. You can do 1 and 4. That is not really beautiful. 2 by 3, not bad. So you can always test it out until you get your perfect shape or perfect pattern that you want. Then after you're done, you can change this. So I've named it king. So after you're done, you come to done here, and then you close. You close like this. Yes. So let us delete this. So when you save it, it comes to the swatches panel. So our pattern is here. Click on it, and then I go to my shape tool. Let us try to use you'll see that our pattern has been created. You see, it is within the shape. Even if I choose the rectangle tool, you see that our pattern has been created, and this is how patterns are actually created. So you can design any pattern that you want and create it. Yes, any pattern that you find beautiful, you just create it, save it in your swatches panel, and you can use it on different designs that you really want. Yeah, that is it about the gradient and the patterns. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss out on other videos. Bye!